Hi guys, Leon here and welcome to another weekly news roundup. There's been a lot, so I'll just get right to it. John Smith, who's an in-house economist for ArenaNet, has informed us about the state of Guild Wars 2's economy and how it's currently out of whack with too many low-level items, but they're said to be working on it with drop rates, etc. It's also worth noting that the problem might be because it's a global trading post that's designed to give you the impression of just how huge the world really is, which brings us quite nicely onto the fact that Guild Wars 2 has now just become, for this moment, the most played game. This is sorted out by how many players are playing per day and for how long in a day, beating out games like World of Warcraft and Call of Duty. ArenaNet has also announced that they've broken the 2 million sales barrier, so that means all 2 million of those players are still, not surprisingly, playing this rather new game and putting their time into it, which is good news for everyone. As some of you might have noticed, they've been patching the game quite thoroughly, with the biggest change being the World v World. If you'd like to see the full patch notes, there's a link in the description below. With the World v World battles, instead of just 24-hour battles, they've actually been extended, as of yesterday, the 14th of September, to 1 week-long battles, which I reckon is a pretty good idea and will really give you a chance to actually work towards a goal of crushing your foes with building siege weapons, etc., which in the past weren't really worth the time. Whom you will be battling has also been determined by a ranking system of the last 2 weeks of the game's launch, since the game's launch, and a full roundup is in a link below, but here are the top 4 from each zone. There's also been some statistics released that show various things such as which is the most popular race, profession and crafting skill, etc. And that's on screen at the moment. As you can see, the warriors are taking the lead as the most popular profession, whereas the two newer professions, mesmer and engineer, are unfortunately coming in last place. Mike Z, or if you can pronounce his name that's shown on screen, has spoken out about Guild Wars 2's goal for endgame content, how they're steering clear of the cookie-cutter grindfest that many other MMOs have followed. They claim that they want to be able to get the same experience if you play 1 hour a day or 10. The goal was to make you feel like you were fighting huge bosses from the get-go, and I can tell you from actually trying some of the races, you get to fight massive monsters from level 1 all the way upwards. For those of you out there though that want that little extra challenge, there's explorer modes for all of the dungeons. They're designed to really push you and your teammates to the limit. It's quite an interesting read as well, the whole of his write-up, so if you want to have a read, that link's in the description below. Lastly, finally, the forums are up and fully operational, so hooray for that. Well, that's all for this week and hope you've enjoyed it. Definitely stay tuned for more Guild Wars 2 news, as well as tips, guides, etc. I'd also like to add that our guild is actually recruiting members if anyone wants to join. We're on Desolation server in EU, so if you want to, just give me a whisper in game if you want to join, and my character's name of course is Leon. Alright, thanks a lot guys, and bye!